my name's Zach, and I just want to talk to you about the struggles in my battle with anxiety today. Okay, so there's a few things you need to know about me before I can really get into who I am and why I struggle with anxiety. First things first, I love God more than anything in this world. Hands down. Second thing is, I love basketball. I like to think I'm pretty good at it, but I just love playing it because it's a team sport and I can enjoy it with other people and my dad. And I mean, my favorite food has got to probably be Who Hot, and if I'm choosing a homemade meal, it's probably firecracker chicken because it is tasty and you need to try it. And a few of the other kind of things I enjoy are fishing. I like to disc golf. That is something I really just got into doing. It's something that I can go do with my friends and be in community with others with doing it, and I just really enjoy going in and doing it with people. I'm not very good at it. Other things you need to know about me are I'm homeschooled. I enjoy being homeschooled. Mom's a great teacher, and I do like to beatbox on the side. Don't like to talk about it, but it's just something I can enjoy. I like music a lot. I do not play any instruments, not talented in that field, but if you ask me what a song is, I might be able to tell you. So, yeah. First thing I'd like to do is just read some scripture first. Come to me, all who labor and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I think just reading this verse, you see that all of us have these struggles and that we all have these heavy things that lay upon us, but what we know is God is there for us, and that He is good, and He's a good Father, and that He loves us, and that we can come to Him and lay all our burdens on Him. And I just love this verse for the case that He takes that yoke. He takes those struggles and heals me. He helps me in those senses, and I know He'll help you too. And I just want to proclaim this because He is so good. And another verse I want to read to you is Isaiah 41:10, and it goes, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." And this just kind of reiterates that we don't have anything to fear, and that He is with us, and that we can depend on Him. And He is our strength and our portion. And isn't this just such great good news that we can depend on our God, and that He is there for us? And that is what we're supposed to go do, is proclaim this great news to people. And I mean, how could we not proclaim it when we know that He is with us even through these times of struggle? And that struggle for me is my anxiety and my fear of so many different things. And I just want to tell you guys about this today. I hope and pray that you would just listen to this very carefully, not my words, but God's words. Okay, so getting into the topic of anxiety, something I struggle with pretty bad. First I want to read the definitions of anxiety from Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Handy dandy. Fear or nervousness about what might happen. A feeling of wanting to do something very much. So, there's two different definitions, and there's one that I struggle with the most, and that is the fear and nervousness of so many different things that I don't even know how to talk about sometimes, but that's why I'm here. And so, if you see me, you know I walk around with a lot of fear and so much anxiety over things that they don't need that. And these verses I read just before are the reason I feel so comforted, is because God is there for me and I have nothing to worry about. And so I just kind of want to dive into little things about my anxiety and just kind of show you, what I'm struggling with in that sense, and maybe help some of you that are struggling with it too, or just to be an encouragement whenever that does kind of pop up for you. So I think the biggest thing for me is walking through daily life. I think a lot of the time I start to become very uneasy, and I just don't know. I don't know sometimes what to do, and I'm just like, where do I go, God? What am I supposed to do? I feel terrible. No lie, sometimes I feel like I'm going to faint, or I'm going to pass out, or I might puke everywhere. That's nasty. Don't want to do that. That's why God is my comfort. And in those times where I feel like that, because God is so comforting and He loves me, I feel so great when He does that, because all that fear and anxiety just washes away, because He knows that I do struggle with that, and He knows that He is a comforting and loving God, because that's who He is. And He knows that anybody who struggles with it, we can go to. And I know that the biggest thing for me is prayer, and we need to pray to God when we're struggling with these things. We can't keep it all inside of us and just be like, I can get over it myself, because we can't get over it from ourselves, because we are not God. We don't have any power. We don't have what God has, and that is supreme power and love, unconditional love and compassion, and all these different things, qualities of God. That's why He is God and we're not, because we can't be that. And so look to Him in times of pain and struggle and anxiety, because that's what I'm talking about. Some other great ways that you can say coped, but it's not really coped, I've just kind of found to be comforting, is being around people that I love and care about. And He places those people in our lives for a reason, and that is to be in community and to be with each other and to help each other through these times. So it's just something that I, above all else, enjoy about what He's done in my life and my community group. Shout out to my community group. Whoop, whoop. So I just thank them. I'm personally thanking them right here for everything they've done and everything I know they will do. A lot of the time they've dropped things that they're doing, or I don't even know what they've dropped doing, but I know that, whether it be going disc golfing or going to community groups or just being there for each other, I have them, and I know that they know that I'm there for them too in that sense. And that's what makes community such a comforting thing in times of anxiety, is that close-knit family feeling. And I just want people to know that, because there's people around you that care for you and that want you to come to them when you're struggling. And that's what I have to do, and that's what we all have to do. So I think another big thing with me is just, I talk about little things, whether it be going to bed at night, driving. I'm still 18 and I don't have a license, but I know that, that's one of my big areas of anxiety too. That I think that, just living daily life, there's so much anxiety, and I don't even sometimes know what to do, and I'm just like, God, where do I go? And talking about driving, it's just like I get on the road and I just feel terrible. I don't know which way to go. I lose it. And then sometimes when I'm in bed, I can't sleep, because I'm just like, through my mind, I'm going through things that it doesn't even make sense. It really doesn't. And those who struggle with anxiety probably understand the same things. And so it's just, I want to be here for you, and I want to help comfort you, and I just want you to know that lay all those things that you are anxious about to God, because He's there for you, and He loves you, and He wants you to do that. And so that big thing, little things, big things, whatever you're anxious about, don't be, because you don't have to be, because God is there for you. And He loves you. So I just want everyone to know that God is God and we are not, because we can't sit here and comfort ourselves. We have to look to Him, and we have to look to others to be there for us, and that's what you and I need to know every day. And I just want people to hear this, because I've heard people have anxiety, and I don't want people that have anxiety to go through the same thing I go through. I want them to look to God and be comforted in these things, and to know that He is there for you and that He loves you. And I know I keep reiterating the same things over and over, but the reason I'm doing that is because we have to reiterate these things. It's no different when we read the Bible. We can't read a verse once and expect to figure it all out right there. We have to read it a million times, and even then we don't even understand it. So, I just thank you so much for what you're going through. I mean, honestly, I thank you, because in that sense we can come together and talk about it. And if you do struggle with anxiety, don't think you can't come to me. I mean, I, above all else, want to talk about it just as much as you, and just don't keep it inside of you. Let it go. Woo! If we say that reference, we might go off on a Frozen tangent. So let's not. But and the last thing I just want to kind of touch on is something that I just always think about and that comforts me, is I know that when I stumble and fall and that anxiety just beats me down and I don't know what to do, God's hand is the one that still holds on. His hand is grasping on, and He loves us, and that is His love. And we just need to make sure that we hold on ourselves and that we don't let go even when we're falling. And that's why I have the website I have. It's called Life on the Narrow Road. It's meant to share the struggles and just the daily life of life on the narrow road. Is, we do stumble, we do fall, but God's hand is always there, reaching out, holding us. And what better news to hear than that is that God is there for us. Sorry. And that we know that He will never leave us or forsake us. So please, please share this video with all those who struggle, and just go check my website out. It's something not meant for, showing everyone, oh, this is all me, but showing what God has done through me, and what God is doing through me, and what God wants me to just share with people as the struggles. And just a little side, I'm a relator, so, I like to relate with people, and that's exactly what the website is too. It's me going out and talking about things that I struggle with and wanting to relate with people, because I don't want to see people fall down and feel like they can't, there's no other way. I want people to know that when those struggles do come in, that God is there for them. So thank you so much for checking this video out. Hope you like it. Go check out lifeonthenarrowroad.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and you could follow me on Twitter, but I'm barely on that ever. The whole point of what I want to do here is to bring God the glory. If you're struggling with things, follow me, because I'm probably going to post something, or have posted something, that might be able to comfort you, because God has just given me this ability to be able to sit here and help those who are just going through things. I don't know why, but I love God for what He's done and what He's done through me, and this is my biggest way that I know how to help others. And so, you see me talking on this video camera, or whatever you want to call it. That's almost easy for me, but when you get me out and talking in front of people, I start to freeze up, and it's really bad. So this is the one way I know how to say the things I want to say to people. So thank you. Check it out.